Good evening. See my magic podium? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Good evening and welcome to the University of Missouri St. Louis and the beautiful Touhill Performing Arts Center. We are so glad you're here. My name is Michael Smith. I'm the E. Desmond Lee Endowed Professor of Music Education, and it is my honor to organize and sponsor this program this evening. And we are so glad that you are here. Your students and your teachers are also very glad you're here. It would be sad to do this without an audience, so we're glad you're here. And I know you're going to have a great evening. The students have been working really hard. This has been a busy building all day. Students and music students and visual arts students have been in rehearsals, workshops, making art, making music, and making friends. And I know that they are very much looking forward to sharing the fruits of their work with you this evening. As the banner beside me says, I and the other E. Desmond Lee Endowed professors here on campus work hard to connect St. Louis through educational and community partnerships. We, like our namesake, E. Desmond Lee, all strongly believe that education, especially these days, really matters. Further, the 25 St. Louis fine arts agencies and organizations and the 14 school districts that we represent really believe that the arts matter. And we know that music and the arts matter to you as well. Thank you for your support. Thank you again for being here this evening. But more importantly, thank you for all the support you provide these students throughout the year and over the years. The arts, music, drama, visual arts, dance, language arts, all of these are not just frills. They're really important parts of the school curriculum. They're not extra. They're not simply extracurricular. From research and personal experience, we know that the arts help us all, including these wonderful students who've been here all today, to live lives that are richer because of their study of the arts. Research shows us that music and the other arts sharpen our minds. They help us to think more carefully, lighting up the brain like no other activity can. The arts touch our hearts. You know this. They help us to feel more deeply. And through wonderful experiences such as this festival and us gathering here this evening, the arts help us to share more generously with one another and listen to one another. Events such as this festival don't just happen. They require much support, and I'd like to take this opportunity to offer thanks to a few individuals. Ms. Patricia Zahn, Director of Community Engagement and Development here at the University of Missouri St. Louis. I would also like to thank Professor Joanna Mendoza, Music Department Chair, for her unflagging support for the Collaborative and for the many other fine programs in the Music Department here at the University of Missouri St. Louis. And an enormous thank you to the man behind stage, the man who makes this all happen for us, Mr. Brian Kapler, and his crew, the staff of the Touhill Performing Arts Center. We have enjoyed the support of a full crew today at the Touhill, and this day would not be possible without their terrific and gracious assistance. So thanks for making this day flow so well. Thank you, thank you. I would also like to thank Ms. Miranda Murray, who's hiding back there in the AV booth. She is the Des Lee Fine Arts Collaborative digital artist and social media coordinator, and she creates the digital program that you see being projected for you this evening. So you can find the program up there on the screen. And, I lost it. Where is it? You know what? We made little bookmarks. Here's the good news. We made little bookmarks for you, and some of you found those when you came in the door. Here's the sad news. Last night, they were so popular with the high school folks that they kind of cleaned us out. But here's the better news. You can copy the QR code and bookmark it, and you'll have a copy to the program. And in about 7 to 10 days, very exciting news, I think that's why the bookmarks flew out the door, you can share that QR code with family and friends, and there'll be a full, professionally produced video of tonight, so you can see this all over again and share it with friends and family. Sorry, we just don't have the bookmarks. They were just more popular than we could even imagine. Let's see. I think that's about all I want to share. I do want a couple of quick thanks, and sincerely thank the music teachers and the art teachers who are here with us this evening. They too have been here all day, and they have been there all day, every day, just as they have all year, day in and day out, throughout the school year, to support your students and teach and learn the arts. Music teachers, art teachers, if you're here, would you please stand where you are and be recognized? A well-deserved and warm round of applause. You know, they're the real magic. They really make this all happen, and we just appreciate the opportunity to come together in this culminating experience with them. I also would be remiss if I did not thank the festival chairs for each one of these organizations that we're about to hear this evening. Thank you, festival chairs, for all your leadership and for all the hard work that you have put in to make this evening possible. We'll have a chance to hear from each one of them as they introduce their groups throughout the evening. And finally, one more important thank you, and that would be to you, the parents, families, and friends of these fine students. I know the clinicians today would join me in saying how very much we enjoyed your fine young people. They were terrific to work with, they worked hard, and I think that you're going to be pleased with the results that they've come up with. So thank you for that. I applaud you, and I would encourage you, please, to give yourselves a round of applause. To begin this evening's program, I would like to introduce you to the chair of the 2025 Desmond Middle School Festival Choir. It's my distinct pleasure to welcome to the stage one of my just recent music education students and now graduate, the chair of this organization, Mr. Alex Wurl. Knock it out of the park.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Dr. Smith. My name is Alex Wurl, and get this, I am the Desmond Fine Arts Festival Middle School Chair, which is by far the longest title I have ever held, and will be for the rest of my life. In addition to this, I am the enrollment manager of the St. Louis Children's Choirs, which is where I met the director, who's the fruits of her labor you are about to see, and the labor of all of the wonderful performers who will be with us. So I know Dr. Moore personally by working with her through the St. Louis Children's Choirs, and when I tell you that she has been working diligently to make sure that this is the best choir performance we can have, I mean it. It is incredible what she can do. The performers have been working tirelessly for this entire day and for a few weeks before this, making sure that the music is ready, and I think they are very excited to perform for you tonight. So thank you again for coming out, and please give a warm welcome to the Desmond Fine Arts Festival Middle School under the direction of Dr. Allyson Moore.
It has been a real honor and a lot of fun to work with these talented students today. You know, we prepared a program today of American music that is inspiring, from our Delta Blues, Lead Belly piece, Bring Me a Little Water, Sylvie, about gathering, doing work together, communicating and communing together, to this piece we just sang, Nora's Dove, which is about flying away into better times and brighter futures for tomorrow. And our final song is about reaching for the stars, to find your dream and to get there through adversity. We really love this piece, Ad Astra. I asked the students earlier today what inspired them in terms of what music means, what singing means. And I could tell you how wonderful these students are, but I'd rather let you hear their words to hear what music means to them. So for teachers sitting in the room here tonight, your work in the classroom is incredibly important, and they feel safe and loved and seen and celebrated in your classroom. So thank you, teachers. This goes for orchestra and band teachers as well. Thank you. And parents, your support of their music education means the world to them. Coming to concerts, cheering them on, listening to all of the beautiful notes at home, also cheering on when the notes aren't so beautiful. Middle school is a hard time to sing, and when you can support your children, it means the world to them. Here's what they have to say about what singing means to them. Singing is a way for us as people to come together, tell stories, have peace, and find others to love and relate to. Isn't that profound and beautiful? Another one, singing brings me peace and joy. It always feels like a safe place where people can be themselves. To me, singing means making art together. Choir gives me a place to belong and to be with people like me. Choir has changed me forever, and I can't imagine my life without it. Singing means to me that I can express my feelings without being worried about bullying or being shy. Singing is fun. To me, singing feels like carrying on my mom's legacy. But not only that, it's freeing and allows my soul to be lost in something meaningful. To sing is to be close to my family, my friends, and my God. To me, singing is a way to express myself. It's a way to get away from everything in the world and make something beautiful and connect with others. Students, I hope you continue to sing for your whole lives. Your words today and your work today has inspired me. Thank you for being such a wonderful group of young artists. Thank you to parents. And now for our last song, Ad Astra.
Astra,
This Deslee Festival is but one aspect of the work of the Deslee Fine Arts Education Collaborative. Through the collaborative, students and teachers from the Deslee schools and school districts have opportunities to participate in many experiences such as in-school master classes, field trips, to concerts, recitals, plays, and art galleries that are provided by a number of outstanding St. Louis area fine arts organizations. You'll find the names of those folks and those organizations listed in your program there. By the way, here's one of those, see, there really is, there's a bookmark. And if you found one, it's great, but they're gonna come your way. Just keep that QR code and you can find all this wonderful information and that wonderful video that's gonna be on your way. We'd like to feature two of these collaborative partners tonight. We will enjoy a performance by a group named Cantus. They're the young men's chorus of the St. Louis Children's Choirs in a moment. But right now, please join me in welcoming the founder and executive director of Scottish Partnerships for Arts Education, Diane Ann McCullough, who will introduce a young poet who has participated in one of her organization's programs. Diane?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Smith. It's a privilege for us to be here tonight and participate in this wonderful program. So Scottish Partnership for Arts and Education is presenting poet Alexander Thurston tonight. He's a 7th grader at Hazelwood West Middle School. He participated in a poetry writing program that we sponsor called Connections, Robert Burns and Paul Lawrence Dunbar, Voices of the People. It's a creative writing and history curriculum, and students learn the backstories of the two poets, Burns, who was Scottish and wrote in the late 18th century, and Dunbar, African-American poet, who wrote in the late 19th century. They study some of the poems of the two poets, and then we bring in a local poet named Gregory Maurice, and he guides them to write their own poetry. So then we publish a book of their poems, and each student gets to take home the book of poetry from their school, or in Alexander's case, he was participating at Camp Flourish, a summer program at Third Presbyterian Church in Moline Acres. So it's with great pride and joy that I present to you tonight Alexander Thurston reciting his I Have a Voice poem.
Before the pandemic in 2020, I could walk. I still remember the fun memories of playing outside every day or not having to worry about anything. The days where I didn't have to watch my back for people shooting or fighting everywhere I go. Or the days where I didn't have to see people giving out bags with drugs in them. Or the days where I can not see people carrying around cardboard signs asking for anything they can get. The days where I could be a kid. The days that I could walk. Nowadays, I stand still. I don't walk, I don't run, I don't jump. I can't move because of the internal void I'm stuck in. This void full of anger, separation, and things that happen to me that are completely out of my control. But I have to stand there and let the bombs explode in my face because I can't walk. But today, that changes because I've escaped the void and I'll be taking my first step in a while because I've realized my generation is going to be the one to fix the mess that our world has gotten into because I have a voice. We all have a voice.
Thank you for that, Alexander. I got to be honest, I think that deserves another round of applause. That was absolutely incredible. If you may remember, to the very astute listeners out there, I also work for the St. Louis Children's Choirs. And yes, there is a test at the end, so write that down. Forming to my left here is our ensemble, our bass chorus. It goes by the name of Cantus. I first listened to this wonderful ensemble. They are small, but they are mighty, believe me. I listened to them first in 2023 when I started the job, so it's a shameless plug. The St. Louis Children's Choirs is absolutely incredible and does a great job. They will be under the direction of Dr. John McDonald, who is also the director of choirs at Washington University. They will be performing a few select wonderful songs. And yeah, I'm going to take this as another plug. We will be performing at Washington University, the St. Louis Children's Choirs will be, on February 22nd. It is a Saturday. Put that in your calendars. We have a 3 p.m. show and a 7 p.m. show. We'd love to see you there. It's beautiful music. And take it away, Cantus. Thank you.
before any man his splendor keep silent, keep silent, keep silent, keep silent, keep
Good evening, and thank you so much for having us. My name is Dr. John McDonald. It's my pleasure to serve as the conductor for Cantus, our tenor-based chorus with the St. Louis Children's Choir. Our next piece is very poignant to the time, so I wanted to talk about it. It's Hope Lingers On by Andrea Ramsey. And it talks to us about how in our darkest times, we are given choices to make. We can choose to show hate, or we can choose to show love. We can choose to be afraid, or we can choose to stand up for what we believe in. And always, always, hope lingers here. This is Hope Lingers On by Andrea Ramsey.
My mother, when love is gone, my mother, when love is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. My father, when peace is gone, my father, when peace is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. My sister, when equality's gone, when equality's gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. My brother, with tolerance gone, with tolerance gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. My love, when honor is gone, when honor is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. My country, when justice is gone, when justice is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. I can be anything I want to be. There are no stalls, no holes, no limits holding me. If I race to the mark, if I'm steadfast and strong, if I break fast the bonds, if I right every wrong, I will be anything I want to be. I can go anywhere I want to go. turn my face toward the sun, unafraid to walk, unafraid to run. I will go anywhere I want to go. Adventure calls from deep within. My heart is searching for something new to begin. Greatness is rising upon the next land. Who am I if I don't see it to the end? To the end. I can do anything, anything I want to do, anything I want to do. I am past the point of holding back. I will power through until this life is over, until I've reached my end. I will be anything. I will go anywhere. I will do everything. I will be anyone. I will be everything I want to be.
Sorry. Thank you again so much for having us. One last plug before our final song. If you know someone who loves to sing, which being here in this room tonight, I think you probably do know someone who loves to sing of the grade school age, kindergarten, first grade, up through seniors in high school. St. Louis Children's Choir has a spot for them to sing with us. slccsing.org. You can find out more about rolling auditions throughout the season. There are a number of different ensembles, not just the lovely performers behind me, but there are other ensembles as well. We would love to have you audition and join us. There are scholarships and financial assistance available for that as well. So please check us out, slccsing.org. Thank you again for having us. It's been our delight to be here and perform for you. Our final song is Old Fashioned Song.
When you're sitting in a theater at a vocal music show, and the person on the stage picks out a tune you're sure to know, with a melody that's simple and a sentiment that's true, it's the happy kind that never makes you blue.
Then the others come and join them singing pretty as can be. You hear the chorus sing along in 4-part harmony. Suddenly you're queasy and your teeth begin to grate, but before you see what's coming, it's too late. Oh, don't you hate it when they make you sing along? Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? Though you might just like to sing in a crowd, it's not your thing. Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? Everybody! Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? When you see those wholesome smiles, you could throw up in the arms. Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? So you look around you and the place is going nuts. Two people in the second row are belting out their guts. So you start to feel the spirit as we finish off the verse. But before we reach the chorus, it gets worse. Clap your hands! Don't you hate it when they make you clap your hands? Don't you hate it when they make you clap your hands? People stuck there in their seats, clapping all on their feet. Don't you hate it when they make you clap your hands? Now it's time to say goodnight. Hope you made it through all right. sit up and see. Don't you hate it when you think it's gonna end? One more time. Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? Don't you hate it when they make you sing along? But before you can think twice, they'll use every cheap device. Don't you hate it when they? 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 You're our favorite audience. Don't you hate it when they? Good night, everybody. Don't you hate it when they?
Good evening. I'm Robin Veale. I'm the Middle School Orchestra Festival Chair for the E. Desmond Lee Fine Arts Collaborative, and I'm here to introduce the orchestra this evening. First, a couple of thank yous. First, to E. Desmond Lee for his vision and providing our students with this opportunity. To Michael Smith, our director of the E. Desmond Lee Fine Arts Collaborative, for continuing in this festival and all his work, seeing that this happens every year. The Touhill staff, who are amazing in helping us get ready. All of the work behind the scenes to make this go smooth. All of our teachers for their work in getting the students ready and prepared to come for this day, and all of their work today in setup and sectionals and tuning, and you know how orchestra goes, we tune and retune, and they were amazing with that as well. I'd like to thank Stephenie Grasso, the band festival chair. She's allowed us to borrow one of her band students, Nico Wetley. Thank you to Nico as well. He's helping us out on our last piece this evening. And a big thank you also to Bob Dory, his teacher, who spent extra time in helping him get ready for that. I'd like to thank all of you, the parents. We could not do this without you. All of your support of your students in music programs is a wonderful thing for students. So thank you, parents. And then finally, our conductor this evening. A big thank you to Mr. Chris Livesay. He's done a wonderful job today rehearsing with our students. They've worked hard. They're looking forward to performing for you. It's been a great day watching them work, and we hope you enjoy our concert. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the 2025 E. Desmond Lee Middle School Festival Orchestra under the direction of Mr. Chris Livesay. Thank you.
Thank you all very much for being here tonight. I'm not generally a big talker at concerts because you guys are here to hear them play, but I did want to take this opportunity to share what a pleasure I've had working with this group of students here today. We met each other at like 11:30 this morning and then have done nothing but practice for the last 7 hours? I guess you guys had dinner. Cool, we fed them, yay. Okay, so it's been an absolute pleasure working with them. I'd like to thank Mrs. Veale for asking me to be here. I'd like to thank their orchestra teachers because we showed up and read this music like from the beginning at 11:30 today, and it sounded really good before I started like doing anything, which means their teachers did work before and all the work they do throughout the year, and so we got to really kind of focus on what everything else is going on and playing together and listening for each other and making like the real musical things happen more so than just, hey, let's make sure we play C-sharp in tune. So I appreciate the work everybody put into this. Our last piece is from the movie How to Train Your Dragon. The music from that movie is very cool. If you haven't like watched the movie and appreciated the music, I highly encourage you to go give that movie a watch and enjoy it in its full orchestra glory with the horns and all of the winds and brass as well. But this is our very best string orchestra version. Thank you very much for coming out and supporting music education this evening.
Well, that's exciting, isn't it? We'd like to talk about and see what the visual arts students have been up to today. And to share more about that, I'd like to introduce you to my esteemed colleague, the art education professor here at the University of Missouri St. Louis. Please welcome Dr. Jennifer Fisher. Can you shake my hand this time?
I told Dr. Smith that he should make a joke about how that was a performance art piece and completely intentional, but he didn't do it, so I did. I'm so glad to be here. This is my 8th year at the Desmond Fine Arts Festival as part of the visual arts group. And several years back, Dr. Smith came to me and he said, hello, Dr. Fisher. My name is Dr. Michael Smith, and I am part of the Desmond Fine Arts and Education Collaborative, and I have a question for you. Would you like to be involved in our Fine Arts Festival? And I said, sure. What does that mean? And I didn't know what I was getting myself in for. But we have had 8 wonderful years, and every year we get a little bit better. Every year we learn a little bit more. Every year we welcome more schools, and we have been thrilled to see the work that these students have put together today. Something that I want to point out, this is a really important part of my research, but also just my life belief, which is that talent is distributed equally among all possible demographics of children, but opportunity is not. And we know that. And part of what we try to do here at the Desmond Fine Arts Collaborative is make sure that students from all backgrounds have wonderful opportunities to engage with and in the fine arts. And they might choose to do that through choir. They might try to choose that through orchestra or the visual arts. But we want to make sure that every student who has talent also gets an opportunity. And so this evening, what you're going to see up here on the screen is the work that our students have put together today, our middle school students. Every year we have a theme that we pull from the music, and this year our theme was Ad Astra, which means to the stars in Latin. And Dr. Smith is also a Kansan, and apparently that's part of their state motto. I don't remember the rest of it, but he will tell you if you're very interested in that. And so you will see that theme reflected in the artwork that our students have made today. We always have someone judge the student artwork. That's not me, because I feel a little biased. I get to hang out with your amazing kids all day long. I get to watch the process of how they come up with ideas and how they bring those ideas to fruition whenever they create their own artwork. Today we worked with a type of art called needle felting, which if you've never seen is a really interesting kind of artwork. We ended up with lots of very small broken needles, but only 2 Band-Aids were given out, so we'll consider that a wild success. And they have made some really phenomenal work, and you will see also the honorable mentions and the Best of Show award winner in the video. I want to thank a few people this evening. First, I want to thank the parents of our visual arts students and all of the parents here in general. I was a band kid all through growing up, and I was in a number of select bands as a trumpet player, and the number of times my parents ran me around as I was schlepping this giant trumpet here, there, and everywhere. You parents really put in some of the hard work. You visual arts parents, I know that sometimes it can seem a little anticlimactic because art shows are a slightly less loud affair than music festivals, but your students' artwork matters so deeply. Their skills and their talents are something that are unique and that not everyone possesses. And so you parents should be so proud of your students, but also proud of yourselves for making sure that your kids feel safe, making art as a viable part of their education. I also want to thank the teachers that were there today. We have some of the best art teachers in the area, and I'm always so happy and thankful to welcome them to our festival every year. They're enormously helpful, and I don't know what I'd do without them. They always help me keep everything going. They made some of their own really beautiful artwork today. They're always a joy to have. I do want to thank Dr. Michael Smith, because without him and his leadership in the Fine Arts Collaborative, this day absolutely would not be possible. And he might say, oh, no, it's everyone else. And it is them too, but it's also a lot of hard work on his end, a lot of logistics and really important moves being made. I want to thank Chris Casaine of Pattonville High School. Chris is a former student of mine here at UMSL, as both an undergraduate and a graduate student. And now he's teaching at Pattonville High. He's an absolute rock star. He is the visual arts chair for the Desmond Fine Arts Festival, and I truly don't know what I would have done without him this year and every year. This is our 3rd year together, and every year we get a little bit better at what we do together. He is my right-hand man, and truly, half the time I have to ask him the questions, like where are we supposed to be, and what time are we supposed to be there, and when does this happen, and who does that, and how much are the nachos? He knows all the answers, and I'm always very grateful to him for that. Last but not least, I want to thank Brian Kapler and the staff here at the Touhill. They have always gone, or I say especially in the past few years, gone above and beyond to just really do everything and anything that we ask of them, and even things that we don't ask of them. The logistics of running a festival like this are nightmarish at best and daunting. I think there's so many moving parts. It would be so easy for them to drop the ball in one way or the other, but they never do. And not only that, but they go above and beyond. They show up with extra Band-Aids. They bring me anything we need, tables, tape. We're so grateful, and we can't possibly thank them enough for all that they've done. So now, without further ado, I will stop flapping my jaws, and you can watch what you're actually here to see, which is the student artwork. So please enjoy.
Good evening. How are you guys feeling tonight? Woo! Good! It's been such a wonderful evening. If we have not met, I'm Stephenie Grasso. I'm the Director of Bands at Grandson Arts Academy, and I am co-chair. Oh, yay, go Grandson Arts Academy. And I'm co-chair for the E. Desmond Lee Middle School Honor Band.
And I am Robert Mobely from Orchard Farm School District. I'm a co-chair as well.
It has been such a fantastic day yesterday, and we are so excited to present this great group and clinician that's been working with them all day. Echoing so many of the individuals who have spoken tonight, we are so thankful, one, that we get to do this event, two, that we get to spend the day with your amazing students, and that it's all around music, which has greatly impacted our lives, and you're here for your students, so it's greatly impacted yours as well. We would be remiss if we did not share a special extension of thanks to some key individuals that make this day happen. Dr. Smith, thank you for spearheading this and making sure that this happens each year and coordinating that's the best event it can be. Thank you to the Touhill staff. We literally could not do this event in this amazing space without your support and helping us with everything from finding water bottles to seating to helping set up the stage. It's just been amazing to work with such world-class individuals to make this a wonderful evening. Thank you to all of the band directors who've helped today, who've sat on stage and worked with students and reminded students how to finger F sharp and worked sectionals and got your students here and did all the work day in and day out. It's a privilege to serve alongside of you guys in such a wonderful vocation, and it's inspiring to work alongside of you in this. And of course, thank you so much to you parents. These seats would be empty and we would have no one to play for if it wasn't for you. So thank you guys for being here for this wonderful evening. We appreciate you so much. This is not possible without all of you.
Our amazing clinician tonight, Paul Holzen, completed a 30-year career as a band director in the Parkway School District in 2020. Mr. Holzen has also served for 26 years in the Air National Guard Bands program as a multi-instrumentalist and senior master sergeant, a career that has included performances spanning 5 continents. A Grammy Music Educator Top 25 National Semifinalist in 2019, Holzen is also a member of the St. Louis Suburban Music Educators Hall of Fame. He and his wife, Laura, have 4 unique and wonderful grown children. Without further ado, please welcome Paul Holzen and the 2025 E. Desmond Lee Middle School Festival Band.
Thanks very much. The next piece we'll be performing is called Nebula. Unwittingly, all of our music groups, at least unwitting on my part, picked music that has to do with the cosmos and things that happen way past what we do here on Earth. So we talked a little bit about Nebula, which is a beautiful piece of music by Randall Standridge, and also what is a nebula. So basically, it's not a star. It's a collection of gases and matter that may someday become stars. And it's a wonderful thing for us to think about as people in middle school tonight, all on the verge of something great. So we'd like to dedicate Nebula to all our wonderful middle school fine arts students here tonight. Here we go. Thanks very much. It's been a wonderful pleasure to work with these terrific students, and their preparation is not by accident. So we have Stephenie Grasso, who did an incredible job with all the communication and everything, all down the line, including months beforehand and today, and to all of our wonderful directors who prepared these students and also helped out behind the scenes and in front of the scenes with sectionals and just little things today that really made it work well. And I wanted to also let you guys know that it's, when we're in rehearsal, a lot of things happen. It's not just music, but we look at things that happen organically, like listening to somebody so you can tell what they're doing. Just listening to them. And then matching up what you do with what they do, so there's harmony, but also just harmony in the greater sense, and just the communication that comes non-verbally, organically, with playing in a group of almost 130 students that have only been at it for a couple years, 2.5 years now. It's a wonderful thing, and it's definitely something that's important for not just playing in a musical group, but for life. So we're so happy, parents, that you let your kids be involved in something that's so, so important. And we thank you. And we're going to end with a piece of music that is usually played on New Year's Eve at the Vienna Philharmonic. And it's a piece of music that's beloved around the world as something that people clap along with. I'll give you a cue. You can do a little more clapping tonight. I know you're thrilled about that. No singing, but clapping. And here's Radetzky March.
Thank you for coming. Don't forget to snag that QR code so you can watch this over again. I know you want to share it with family and friends. Good night. Thanks for coming. Drive safely. And don't forget to take your children home.